Come on in, everybody. It's Motivational Monday. Come on. It is time to get busy. Busy, busy, busy. Who's here today? Here they come. Yay! You ready for Motivational Monday? I am. There's Nicole Anderson. She's watching. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. Who else is here? Who else is in here? Here they come. Here they come. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. It's nice to know that you're coming in. Hi, Carolyn. And Sandy. Good Monday to you, Sandy. Who else is here? Come on, y'all. Let's get Monday going. We got to get going here. It's Monday, Monday, Monday. And here we come. We've got Rebecca in the house. Hello, Rebecca. Boy, you guys are slow this morning. Usually it's like, psh, everybody comes in. And here comes Gerald. I don't know you, Gerald, but you're calling me sweetie, okay? And hello, Paula. Good to see you. Paula's in the house. Who else is here? I know who Fred Brown is. I know who you are, Fred. Don. Teresa. Here you all come. Come on. Today we're going to get really granular on a couple of things, you guys. I'm excited about it. Today is going to be a really fun day. It's Motivational Monday. I love this day. It's exciting. It's a fresh start, a fresh week. There's my girl Vanessa, and Haida's here. Hey Vanessa, how are you doing? I had my consult with Vanessa on Saturday. That was super fun. You know, one of my favorite things about my Hot Milk Club is getting to meet my members face to face on a Zoom call and just talk about, you know, what's what. This is the cool part. There is my girl Susan and Sherry and Trisha. Here they come. Good, good. Tilda, hi. Hi guys, come on in. The water's fine. Marla will be here shortly. Marla and I finally got on the phone and had a conversation. My goodness, it's been a week, and caught up with each other, had body clutter buddy discussion, and talked about all kinds of things. But anyway, isn't it so nice to kind of get back to routine? I was working with, I did a NutriCoach consultation, kind of a extended coaching session with a client that I'm working with. And then I was a little out of sorts, and it was the best time. You know, it's really nice to have, a good, when you have a house guest, to have a really good house guest. She was great. And it was so much fun. There's Letha. Thank you for liking my hair, Vanessa. So yeah, we're going Thursday. We're going to take care of all this business. So there you go. Well, Jennifer, you showed up. At least you're here. Thanks for coming in. So be sharing, you guys. Be sharing, be caring, because when you share it, when you declare it and share it, that's my new thing. You know what happens? We get people into our little world. We get them into our sprint, and we help them to change their lives, just like you're doing with yours. It's fantastic. It is my favorite thing to do. There's Terry, and Deb is here too. I love to see all my friends show up. It's fun. So guys, this is, I've got a big list of all the things to talk to you about. I'm Brittany. I'm glad you're here. Heidi, you too. Good to see you. Thank you too for sharing, by the way. And when you share, you care. There's my girl Tracy. She's one of my NutriCoaches, and Barbara. You know, when you care and share about this, what you're saying to somebody is, look, I care about you. If you've got health challenges and things that you're trying to deal with and on your own, and you feel lost and you need a community, come on down. Because we do things together, don't we? There's Jennifer and Cynthia. And this body clutter book is going to be going out shortly. I'm hoping to see Marla before she goes back to Knoxville, so I can get a signature on it. But we will be sending this to somebody. We have 2 books that we're going to be sending out, and that's going to be our next few weeks. So just stay attuned to this, because when you share, I can see it publicly. You know what happens, and you say a little something. You know, you make me feel happy. I'm more inclined to say, hey. So some interesting things. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to our friend Bobby, where I haven't seen her come in yet, but she will be. Bobby did a burn this weekend. I mean, I called it her burn fest. And she just put a thread in the sprint group and said, anybody who has some stinking thinking that wants it to be gone, just go ahead. And that sweet girl just took all of that out and she flipped all of it. She flipped it. So if you said something like, I feel bad because blah, 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 Bobby came back and she said, you are here for God's purpose. So, don't feel bad, or whatever it was that she said. The way that she said it and the sweetness of her was just very apparent. And I just want to give Bobby a shout out for that. And didn't she just bless your little heart? I mean, she blessed mine. So Bobby's the bomb. So we give Bobby that, right? Heidi says, you keep us looking toward our goals. Yes, I do, because our goals are something. Oops, I forgot to show you. I left it on the wall. I'm not going to get up. So, but I have a vision board on my wall that I wanted to show you. I'll show it to you tomorrow. But on Thursday, December, what is that? It's Thursday, December 5th at 7 p.m. If you own Take Back Your Life, the journal, if you own this, either in the hardback or in the soft, just the PDF, which is $15, you guys. It's $15. If you own that, then you can be a part of this. We're going to be doing all kinds of, we're going to be doing the Take Back Your Life journal workshop on Thursday night. And it's going to be great. I'll get the signups and everything for it, but you have to own the journal. Otherwise, it's not going to make any sense to you. So it's for journal owners, and I want to do this live. I want to answer your questions and just bring you in, because you know what? We're only 6 weeks away from, really 7 weeks away from the January 1st. It's going to come quickly, y'all. It's going to come quickly. And I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page and that we're doing the things that we want to, because if you believe it, you can have 2020 be your year. And we have to do it incrementally. It's baby steps, essentially. It is. Everything's baby steps. Brittany's husband complimented her. What a sweetheart. Doesn't he love you? He's so good. So anyway, I saw, and I just saw Bobby come in. Bobby, you just missed it. You'll have to watch this from the beginning, because I was giving you all kinds of kudos and love. You were about your burn fest that you did. So I was looking at that. And one of the things that I picked up from that whole thread was this idea of letting myself feel bad. Letting being the operative word. The word let. When we let the dog in, or we let the water out, or we let in things, it's a permission thing, right? It's permission based. So if we're going to do permission based stuff and we're going to let ourselves feel bad, well, we've decided that this is an okay thing to do. And your brain's like, okay, I'm with it. I'm going to do that with you. Yes, here we go. We don't have to do that. We don't have to let that happen. So remember that it's permission based. Letting something in or out is permission based. And you no longer have to let yourself feel bad if you don't want to. Now, realize the power of that. That is where we pull from our hearts. That is where we pull from our souls. That is where we pull from our power that is within. And it's magic. It is magic, because we get to dump that stuff, because it doesn't work, does it? Last time I checked, it didn't work. It didn't make me, letting myself feel bad is just, it's awful. The only thing I want to ever let happen is let the good stuff happen. I don't want to let bad stuff happen. Let the good stuff happen, right? Yum, yum, yum. That's the way it should be. All right, the Thanksgiving menu. I want to just mention this. Marlo did a shout out for me. I appreciate that. We have free Thanksgiving menus, you guys. It's savingdinner.com/Thanksgiving. That's all you have to do to get there. Savingdinner.com/Thanksgiving. And guess what? You can get it in the hot melt style, keto. You can get it you can get the paleo style, or you can get it in classic. And there's a turkey timeline. There's all the things. All the things. You're going to love this. And because, listen, Thanksgiving doesn't need to be a frightful, overwhelming task. It can be really fun. And you got to get started now. You got to get started now. As a matter of fact, I have a Thanksgiving tip for you. If you're having a bunch of people over and you already know how many people you are, check all your serving pieces. And what I do is I take 3x5 cards, and for every dish that I have, I put stuffing, I put cranberries, I put whatever, and all those 3x5 cards, they go into all the serving dishes. Then I take all those serving dishes and I pile them up and I put them back in the cupboard. So when I pull them out, they're ready to go. I throw them all down on the island, and my people are going to know what they are. The people who come into the kitchen and always say, "Can I help?" And if you have to say, "Grab that dish," "No, not that one, this one," "No, not that one, this one," and it's just a disaster. And do the same for the serving utensils. Just grab them and put them all in it, and just take them and put them away in another place. Put them on top of your washing machine. Put them on top of your refrigerator, whatever. But that is one of my tips. And also get your linens out. If you're going to have linens, start ironing them. Put them away and just hang them up. You don't need to do everything on the day of. If you do everything in a baby step way, we teach you that, in a timeline way, and you honor the timeline, it's not going to be overwhelming. And remember, that turkey is just a big old chicken. Don't be intimidated by it. Okay? Everything you need, though, is there in the Thanksgiving menu mailer. And also, you know, and back to the Take Back Your Life thing. If you want to be a part of this, you want to get this hard copy. We have a few of these left. You can buy one. If you want just the PDF, listen, even if you want the hard copy, you can get the PDF instantaneously right with your purchase. The hard back is $29 and it's sent to you you don't have to pay postage. Yeah, so it's free postage as long as you live here in the US. And so we have that, and you get the PDF as well. But I just want to say one thing. The PDF is like $15 and it's good forever. And you can use this forever and ever. Amen. And I'm going to take you through this whole journal. I'm not going to show you all of it because it's mine and it has stuff in it. But it has things in it that you want to make a part of your journey. Today I'm grateful for. Here are my appointments. Here are my intentions for the day, right? Your journal notes, your evening ritual, doing your morning ritual and your evening ritual. There's little quotes in there. And then there's a path correction, which I love. That's one of my biggest things is if we're striving for excellence, never perfection. If we're striving for excellence, we want to know, how could I have done something better? Now, sometimes you're not going to put anything in there. Or sometimes you can use it as a journal notes. Or sometimes you're going to say, I should have left the house 5 minutes earlier so I wasn't in such a rush. Things like that. And this helps to retrain your brain. When we do things like that, we're honoring to our brains and we're honoring to our own path on everything that we do. So you can pick this up if you go to savingdinner.com/journal. It is $15. And I want you to be a part of this because if you want 2020 to be different than it's ever been, this is what you need to do. And anybody who's in my club, we're going to be doing this ourselves on, I think Thursday the 5th, but we're going to be doing ours at 2:00 in our clubhouse meeting. Okay? And that's going to go, and by the way, that will go long. So just plan on being there for a while. I can't wait. This is the kind of stuff that I love because these are tools that can make a difference. Tools that can make a difference. Oh, love it. So one thing I wanted to share with you is the quote that I'm loving this week is this. Little hinges swing big doors. And you think about that quote for a minute. And we talked about that the quote was kind of the lesson for Saturday, Soulful Saturday, and understanding that those hinges, when they're adjusted just right, and we look at those hinges as being the spiritual, the physical, and the mental part of our journey in this human form, and we adjust those so we can get that big door of our life swinging just right, then our lives start to take form in a way that we're proud of, in a way that we're conscientious of, and that we're not just going through whatever. We are actual participants and we're creators of this world. And we always ask ourselves this question: does this help create the life I want to lead? Because when we ask ourselves this question, this starts to help create what it is that we want. That's a big thing. It's a huge thing. So keep that little quote together. It's W. Clement Stone is the one that has said that, and this has been probably the last 10 years been one of my very favorite quotes. I got a lot of them, as you know, and I've got a lot to share with you, but this is one of my favorites. So write that one down, meditate on it. Last night I couldn't get to sleep. Don't ask me why. I had to get up early to take my house guest to the airport. And so for some reason I couldn't get to sleep. And I kept thinking about this quote and just kind of unpacking it in my head. And what does this all mean to my life? And, I don't just tell you about this stuff. I do this myself because this has an impact on every single person's life. When we're able to get to this place of understanding that we have the tools, that we can make the adjustments, that we can have the life that we really want to have, that's the magical stuff. That's the power. That's the way things start to change. And it's absolutely exciting. So go get your journal. You have no excuse. Go to savingdinner.com/journal. You can read all about it and you can read why I created it in the first place. Frustration led me to it, to be perfectly honest. And you'll see a big stack that, honest to God, those are mine, of journals that I just couldn't use. They were ridiculous. So I also would ask you, if you would, please share the Saving Dinner link for the Thanksgiving menu. This is a terrific menu. And when you see the pictures for the hot melt way, the keto way, they're just all in there. And the Thanksgiving menus are there however you eat, unless you're a vegetarian or vegan. I mean, there's a turkey in all of them, but it's low carb paleo. It's also keto, and it's also classic. So it's there, and I'll give you all the stuff. And I'm here to take the intimidation out of Thanksgiving because it's fun to do Thanksgiving dinner. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. So savingdinner.com/Thanksgiving. So one of the things in my book, of course, in the journal that I have is starting the day with a couple of three gratitudes. And I think if we start our day with one gratitude, just something that we can just kind of bring as our theme of gratitude for the day, things start to happen and things start to, we're activating that reticular activating system, and we're looking around and we're looking for things to be grateful for. And the gratitude comes. As we bring the things in, the gratitude comes. And isn't that just a most marvelous way to live? Isn't it just miraculous and fun? I need some air in here. I wish you could see this glorious day that's just developing out here. It's just something. It's absolutely beautiful. So I love that. And I love having something to hang my gratitude onto. Because we all have something to hang your gratitude onto, don't you? You have something in your life that you have great gratitude for. Even something little like this, hot water, or a bar of soap when you've got really grimy hands, or a dog that comes up and gives you a big old kiss. Even if you don't have people, you can have animal buddies. I love that. What else do I have to tell you about today? I wanted to just share with you a little bit. Marla put her little crown on. I just love these crowns. But, I was thinking about how I always say to you, we sometimes we're living in the contrast, right? We're living in the contrast of understanding this versus that, black versus white, green versus, whatever. Contrast helps us to understand and to see, wow, I didn't really recognize what this was before in my life. Until I saw this, I didn't understand that. And I always say this, that food, it just really doesn't care. Food is either going to give you the food and the nutrients that you need and help heal your body and do all kinds, the list of 100 things that it'll help you do. Or food's going to come over to this other side and it's going to say to you, sorry about that, but here's some inflammation. I'm going to put a little phlegm in your throat. I'm going to make you break out. I'm going to make your belly all distended. I'm going to make you ache and hurt, because food is either healing or it's not. It's a black and white issue with food. And when we understand that, we can start making some better choices. And I think that's one of the most critical things that we can do, is understanding that you can be the queen of this over here or the queen of that. You can be the queen of eating just like the most gorgeous, healthy, fantastical menu in the whole world and help heal your body. Or you could be the queen of absolute junk if you want. I don't think I see anybody here who wants that in her life, right? If you want to be the queen of your life and really reign, well, I watched The Crown last night, by the way. Holy moly. Don't you love The Crown? That's one of my favorites on Netflix. I couldn't believe I was so excited when it came back on. And I was just watching, Queen Elizabeth, she has an absolute protocol. And they were in the show, they're telling them exactly what it is that you need to do in order to meet the queen. Well, this is what you need to do in order to meet you being the queen, in order to meet the food that you're going to eat, in order to meet the people that you're going to allow into your life. Do you want toxic people in your life, or do you want people in your life that support you and love you and encourage you and say atta girl when you do it right? Who do you want in your life? I'll tell you who I want in my life. I want the atta girls. I want people who are going to tell me when I do it right. We all need that. Every single person on earth needs that. You don't need to be led down the path where people are just dumping on you and just telling you that you're just not worth anything. You are. You're here. That says something right then and there. So bring in those people. Bring in your positive folk. So today I want to just tell you about a practice. I want to talk about a practice because I think it's such an interesting thing. There's practice versus the noun practice, and there's the verb practice. And practice, you've heard the word practice makes perfect. Well, we don't say perfect around here. We understand where perfect is. It's the other side of paradise, right? So we say practice makes excellence because we're looking for that. Excellence is fun. Excellence makes you feel good about yourself. Excellence is what you want to see in your children. Excellence is what you want to see at your job or from your employees or from your life. You want excellence because it makes it that much better, right? Excellent food, excellent healthcare, excellent everything. Would you drink dirty water, or are you going to look for an excellent source for that clean water? Of course you are. We want excellence. So practice, the word practice is like a practice of yoga, a dental practice, a doctor's practice. And what that says is it is a thing that you do. It is something that is done on a regular basis. It's something that's taking care of a certain thing. And in dental practice, they're taking care of your teeth. A doctor's practice is taking care of your body. And even a yoga practice is taking care of the practice of yoga. And the practicing, we know what that means. Do you ever take piano lessons and sitting down every day after school and doing your piano lessons? The practice is what helps you learn and makes it easier so you can learn more and you can learn more and you can learn more. And I want to just say and encourage everyone that we are in the practice of excellence. And every single day we get an opportunity to practice that. We practice it with our children when we're trying to help train them and bring them up, help them to eat better, help them to have manners at the table, help them to be sweet and kind with other children, help them to have hearts that are generous and empathetic. We have to teach them and train them how to do that. And then when we're out by our, out and shopping or whatever, and we remember that everything is a practice in excellence, then suddenly that Walmart cashier we're having a conversation with and being kind to, instead of just being on our phone and ignoring her. Everything is a practice. Whether it's a good practice or a bad practice, that's up to you. But everything that we do, and especially when we start with one filled gratitude thought for the day, even if we've written down 3 or 4 of them, and you do that in your journal anyway, but even if we do that, when we go through this and we have this whole idea that you have gratitude emanating out of your life, and we carry that with us wherever we go, then we find that everything is filled with excellence, because it's now we've broadened that, we've broadened our horizons, haven't we? We've opened our mind. We've become aware of our surroundings. That is excellent living. Walking mindlessly down the street with your face in your phone and falling all over people is not excellent, ever. It is saying that what I am doing on this phone is more important than everybody else around me. So if you open your eyes and you start to live in the place and in the practice of excellence, that means you're going to walk and be aware. That means you're going to see things, and you're going to see that homeless guy over here and maybe take him something to eat. That means that you're going to do something that says, I care about you, I love you, complimenting somebody genuinely, not flattering them, complimenting them generally. You know, I said this to Mark. I just really appreciate how much you give all the time, and he does. And I could, you know, I sometimes almost take it for granted because that's just how he is. But you know what's interesting to me is that when you stop and when you say something and acknowledge somebody for their excellence, it comes flooding right back to you. Do you see this reciprocation and how this all works? Having a practice and practicing on a regular basis, it's all about practice. Every single day we get to build on that. And this is how we create momentum. And this is how it becomes easier. And guess what else happens as we practice eating well? As we practice eating well, it becomes automatic. As we get rid of the junk that is no longer, that junk food, is that excellent? Heck no. There isn't anything excellent about it. It's a complete colossal waste of money, and it's going to do nothing but harm you. So when we understand that and we're eating excellently, there's a shift. There's a shift. And the thing that's the most joyous of the whole equation, I think, is that it becomes automatic. And not only does it become automatic, but it becomes joyful. And when we get to do this, Kimberly, you're absolutely right. She says, you become what you practice. Practice makes permanent. That's exactly it. So when we want to practice something that is going to become permanent, that's going to become part of what we do, we need to really evaluate it. And that's why I say, let's start with that gratitude. If we can start with that gratitude and have that fill our hearts and minds before we sit out into the world and become present in our practice, now we're going to see everybody. Everybody gets noticed. Everybody gets loved. Everybody gets you in their life. You get a little touch of you. You get a little touch of Heidi. You get a little touch of Kimberly, a little touch of Roberta. They just come by and they bless you. And you get to do that. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it be a magical, magical world if everybody lived like that? I'm just going to tell you right now that we all can live like that. It is a choice. It's a daily choice. And you've heard me say a zillion times before that everything is a decision. A non-decision is a decision. You just are, allowing that to go. And we're going to talk about procrastination this week because I got some thoughts on that. We're writing the book right now, so that's what, this is where a lot of this stuff is coming. It's all going to be in the book. But as I think about this and as I work on it and bring it into my own life and see the result of that, just a day of running errands can suddenly become joyful. Just a day of things that you gotta do with a new perspective, with that gratitude and bringing all of this into play. To quote Marla, right? This is how things change, guys. This is how life changes, not just with your food choices, but with your life choices. Things go from just being so-so to being really excellent and to being a pleasure. Joy. Vanessa, you're exactly right. It's joy. And that's that warm-hearted feeling. Don't we all want that? I do. So today, I'm just going to bless you and tell you to go on your way and go get the Thanksgiving menu. And I'll be sending out links. If you're signed up for Saving Dinner emails, you will get a link inviting you to go get the journal if you haven't gotten it. If you do have the journal, we'll give you a link to get signed up for the webinar for that. I just can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Getting ready for 2020. Not that we're going to, whatever, but we're also going to get through these holidays without the weight gain, without the inflammation, without feeling like crap. We're going to do this. We're going to do the holidays excellently. We're still going to have buckets of fun. And we're still going to bring all of our family together, and we're still going to enjoy every ounce of it. But we're not going to do it in a way that is so painful and awful and fills us with remorse afterwards because we ate our way through the holidays. You know, that's not excellent. Eating your way through the holidays is never excellent. Keep that in mind. So I will see you tomorrow, and I will see you at tea time today at 3 o'clock. The journal link is here, so grab your journal right now. It's $15, you guys. You get this for the rest of your life. I will help you with this journal. We're doing this great workshop, and it's going to be phenomenal. And you're going to be set up for 2020. We got to start thinking about that right now. All right. You guys are amazing, and you're excellent. And I love you back, Yvonne from Whittier, my girl from Whittier. Bless you all, and thank you so much for joining me today. Peace. I will see you at 3.